All this season, Rob Chappell over at Origin8or Custom Motorcycles has been working hard out in his shop to transform a brand new, ultra-modern, parallel twin-cylinder Yamaha FZ-07 into a seriously retro-themed street scrambler. In just a few short weeks, Rob has stripped the Yami of its angular bodywork, rear tailpiece, and saddle. He's also tossed the fork, the headlight module, the stock pipe, and the lighting system. And more recently, he's remolded the 5-piece gas tank and painted the frame. Amazing! And with all of that now out of the way, today Rob is turning his attention to a couple of smaller details. Hey Rob, we're continuing to follow along Project No Name. And every week we come back to see another development. And last week when we were in your shop, we were looking at the powder-coated frame and some of the other powder-coated pieces because they really the frame really jumps out. And I love that root beer color.
Cool,
it's
thanks.
awesome. But what we didn't discuss is some of the more subtle things. And the more you look at a bike, I just love coming back, revisiting, look again, because you see more things. For instance, what I didn't notice last week were the braided lines.
Correct, yeah. I mean, we didn't want to go too loud, nothing pink or white, you know. They're actually called a carbon, which is just a tinted kind of cover over the stainless lines. So yeah, most people might miss them because the stock lines are black. Yeah. But I mean, they function and they actually look pretty slick.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed after a second look was the chain.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
you've swapped it.
That's purely an aesthetics thing. Just because of the color of the frame, we didn't want to go with the standard black, dirty looking chain. So we went with a DID. It's a nice gold chain. So yeah, it looks a lot better than stock, I think. And yeah.
It's all these little subtle things. And again, last week you were showing us how you've milled off the triple clamp here.
Right.
And there used to be a key. And we didn't discuss where did you move the key to.
Yeah, before I went ahead and milled it, I made sure that the wiring harness would work for it. And the stock mounts are up underneath the tank. So I was able to actually just pull them backwards. And that kind of told me, you know, as I was holding the key, where can I put this?
Right.
And then I found this beautiful spot underneath the you know, the stock kind of battery holder, and figured a little frame jig that would work, and made it out of stainless, and boom, relocated key.
So you didn't have to do anything in terms of the wiring itself?
No, I wanted to keep it kind of plug and play, and the bracket's just a cool little feature to add in. You know, mind you can't run passenger pegs now, but we're not doing that anyway. So.
Right. Very cool. And you know, the last thing I think I've noticed is, did you do something with the rear shock? Because I swear the last time I was here it was blue.
Right, yeah. So we couldn't have a blue shock with a nice brown frame, and I talked to the guys at Yamaha and said, can you get a shock from a different bike? Yeah. And the FZ-07 had a version with a silver shock, so went ahead and got that one from them and swapped it out. But you know what you didn't see there, Dave, is that cool little chain guard. It's a genuine Yamaha accessory.
Oh,
and,
wow.
You know, replaces the plastic one, and it's a nice little laser cut, you know, aluminum piece, so a lot nicer, and it fits with the aesthetic of the bike we're doing now, so.
Very cool. You're right. I did miss that. No, it's just one of the things I love about build-off bikes is all the little subtle things and things you were thinking about that I was, you know, the average person would not have considered in terms of really bringing the aesthetic to life.
For sure.
Very cool.
Thanks.
Great job.